before you became this branding genius, this marketing guru, this
Yeah.
business savvy individual, you were born where?
I am from Louisiana. I was born in
Oh,
Louisiana.
you was born
I
in
was born in
oh,
small town called Franklin. But my mom is from a small parish called St. Martinville Parish, which is nearby Lafayette, New Iberia, like Baton Rouge, Little Boosie area. People kind of
okay.
like, oh, I know when you say Little Boosie, but yeah. So born in born in Louisiana and raised in Atlanta. So
Oh, you
I've
was
been
raised in
here since
Atlanta.
I was
Since
6.
when?
Yeah.
Since you were
Yep.
6, you said?
Yes. Yep. I've been
Okay.
here since I was 6. So
Okay. So why the shift? Why the move? Do you know why the relocation happened?
yeah, yeah. My mom moved here for a job opportunity, so they
Okay.
relocated her. And actually, she worked for Hampton Inn. You know the
Really?
hotel
Okay.
Hampton Inn. It was a
Sure.
pretty big
Sure.
deal back then. I don't think it's as big as it was back then now, but
Well,
yeah. So
no, it's pretty good. It's
yeah,
pretty good. Yeah.
yep.
And so do you how often do you visit home?
Not as much as I guess would like to or I should, but maybe let's say about 3 times a year.
Okay. Okay. That's not bad because
A
some people,
season.
I mean, it's the gap is much bigger. Yeah. So but let me ask.
Yeah, I
Okay.
could
So I
be
want
better.
to. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. You no, you will. I mean, because you're doing so many things. I mean, you. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure they
I
understand. I mean, you're
yeah.
doing so much. You're going to so many different
I am
spaces.
pretty
You
busy.
know.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
the grace of
So
God. Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
your feet's been planted so many places. Passionate. So is that your
You
birth
have
name?
no idea. Yeah,
Is that?
that's my government name. I get
Oh,
that a
okay.
lot.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So you know where that came from? Did you know the history behind that name?
Absolutely. So my mom name is Jeanette. Um, and she liked Prince, and I think Prince had an album called Passionate or Passion, and she added the net.
What?
And what's crazy is Prince is one of my favorite artists. But my mom she's really dope. My brother's name is Royce. He's named after Rolls Royce. So I had a pretty
What?
cool experience with mom. Yeah, our names are pretty dope.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now, so growing up, because I always like to go to the beginning, the humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Because you have to be molded from somewhere. You was molded. So how did it all begin for you? Because you said you grew up in Atlanta. So I'm gonna just kind of
Yeah.
start there because that's kind of your
Okay.
seeds are kind of thrown there. So you growing up, you was a single parent household, two parent household. You said you had a brother. Any other siblings, cousins?
Yeah.
You know, how
Yeah.
did that come?
Yeah.
How was that dynamic?
So so actually my mom had 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. And hey baby, 2 boys and 2 girls, and I'm the baby.
You the
And
baby.
I'm the baby. And
Oh,
I actually my mom was married, then she was a widow, then she got remarried,
oh,
and then she got divorced. So I am the last child, the baby. So I got to experience a single
mm,
mother. And my mom was a hustler, so I do get my drive from
yeah,
her. She
right.
was
Hmm.
cooking. She had a boutique. I mean, she's always doing something. Restaurants, and she was always working jobs. Just trying to take care of
Right.
her family. But yeah,
Yeah.
so
So, because okay, so I see where that industrial spirit comes from. Okay, there we go.
yeah.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. See, shout out to mom. Okay. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere here. You're right, because that hustler, you got the hustler spirit. Because I just also want to make the audience understand um what passion is talking about when she say hustling. We ain't talking about hustling the illegal way. We're talking about hustling when you're on that grind where you do what you
Yeah.
have to do to make ends meet. Whatever, it may not always be 9 to 5, and
Yeah,
maybe selling clothes, maybe selling dinners, maybe um, you know, that's what we
exactly.
mean by hustling. So I just want to make
I
sure
think
that the
this
audience
generation
understands that.
calls it This generation calls it entrepreneurship.
Right. Self-employment, independent contracting, whatever you want to call it, but that's, hustling spirit. So yes, shout out to mom for
Okay.
that. Yeah. So now what are some of the okay, well, I'm gonna get to that first. I want to get to the elementary school, junior high school phase. I love to hear the stories about elementary school and junior high school. Do you remember
Yeah.
what that like for you? You remember?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I was like the last child in my generation on my mom's side because she had me like in her 30s or maybe
Okay.
early 30 or even 30. And I say that because we don't really know my mom age for real. Because if you're like, dang,
Yeah, it's
I
none of your
remember for a while she
business.
was in her 50s for a while. I'm like, dang. But my mama
Sure,
Gemini, so
look.
y'all know what I got to do with.
I'm still 27, and I'm sticking. That's my age. I'm 27 years old. Okay.
I don't ask no questions. I mind my business over here, baby. If you're 27, that's what it is. That's what
Yeah,
she said.
that's
Okay.
right.
So, so, um, I guess so. With that being said, I was the youngest one, and I had to experience my mom in a single mother type of light. Like I said, she was tending to her kids, working jobs, and all of that. Sorry, guys, I
Right.
was driving. I pulled over. Let me turn the GPS off. Okay, my bad. Okay, we shouldn't have
Mhm.
any more interruptions. Okay. Um, I pretty much was raised by my siblings. So if I'm the baby,
Got it.
my sister was 15 years older than me.
Wow.
My brother was 10 years older than me. His birthday one day before mine. And my younger older brother, he is 3 years older than me. So I was a baby. So
Wow.
I got my mom in a different.
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah.
Um, I was
Okay, now
one of
you
those
good.
kids.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
was one of those
Yeah.
kids. Okay. What?
No, I'm sorry. I know we keep we
Uh,
keep we keep over talking each other by mistake because I don't know whether it's a lag or something because we keep talking. We keep
I
talking
think
over
we're
each other.
excited. I think we're just excited to just talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're really good at interviewing too, because I do interviews too, and I just sometimes I take over the interview, and you like, girl, you listen, you got it going on, okay? So I
Sure.
am enjoying
Thank
this.
you. Oh, that means
Yeah,
so
you're
much
really
because
good at this.
yeah, it's nothing but God. Nobody but God.
No, for real, you gotta give God the glory, for real, for real.
Yeah.
So me as a child, I was the child that if we're at a family gathering and they want the kids to dance, they'll call me, "Hey, show us how to do that dance. Let's see how to do." I'm like,
Oh,
"Okay." Like I've always been like this.
yep. Life of the party.
I've always been really transparent, and I've always been very intuitive, even as a child. So I think that the adults knew, especially my mom. She knew I was gifted. She knew I knew
Oh,
things,
mm.
and I was very clairvoyant. So um,
Okay.
I was born with a veil. So I have superpowers. I have superpowers. But I didn't really tap into those till after high school. But same in junior high school, I was actually a tomboy. I was still this way. I was a tomboy, but I
I
still was
believe that. I
cute.
definitely believe that. I believe that.
I played basketball. I had a
Mhm,
grill.
mhm. Oh
Um,
no. You had a
I
grill,
did.
what, a gold one?
I had a white gold grill. I
Oh
sure
my
did.
Lord.
And my mom kept throwing it in the trash, and I kept finding it until one day
Oh
she
God.
threw it in the trash, and I didn't find it, and I never seen it since.
Good job, mom. Thank you for that. Yeah, because you wanna
Well,
mess
let
up.
me
Look at
tell you something.
those
I was
pretty
the
teeth.
only girl in school with that grill, like the
Yes,
guys,
look
because
at that,
I
but look
used
at
to do
those pretty
hair. I used
teeth
to braid
now.
everybody's hair. Girl, I've been a little hustler. Okay, I used to braid
Oh my
everybody's
goodness.
hair. I used to charge $25, whatever style you want,
Oh, you
and
do hair?
I used to. I don't.
Oh,
I did hair in high school, and then like I have lightweight carpal tunnel, so I can't really do it like
okay. Mhm.
Um, yeah. So I mean, I was still vibrant. Graduated early. I've always been. I enjoyed school. Like my mom was
You
strict, so
did.
I
Mhm.
preferred to be at school. And then like I was like a class clown too, so I really enjoyed growing up. And like my kids can't stand school. They don't. I gotta go to
Mhm,
school. I
mhm,
loved it.
mhm.
Oh, so
But let me,
that was the little version of me.
okay, but I wanna go back into, your dynamic between you and your older siblings because that's you mentioned that you were the only child that was born into your mom being a single parent, and but at the time when your siblings were born, she was married at the time, correct? Or was she already widowed? Like when was she widowed? When was she widowed?
I wasn't born.
You wasn't
So
born.
my
Okay.
mom married my brother's her second child, and he passed away. And then
Mm,
she had my brother, and we're kind of a good gap. So my sister's 15 years older than me. My brother's 10 years older than me,
Right.
and my younger older brother is 3 years older than me. So me and him
Right.
pretty much grew up together,
Grew up
even
together.
though
Mhm.
when he was going to high school, I was just now going to middle school because of that 3 year gap. So we never really got to. I think we did 1 year in high school together. I was a freshman and he was a senior. Other than that, we always right when he leaving,
Right. Oh,
I'm coming
behind.
in.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I
Mhm.
was asking because I was wondering like the difference in dynamic since your older siblings, they have a different connection, a different relationship with their mom at that time versus you and your brother right behind you or right ahead of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know it has to be a
Yeah.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
For
was that?
sure. For sure.
Yeah. So like, was there like a level of resentment at some point with your older siblings? Did they feel like y'all was spoiled, or did
Of course.
was she getting? Yeah,
Absolutely.
it was like he was because I know at that time back when they
Yeah.
was younger. I know she was much harder on them.
That's
Because
exactly.
women were
Listen, we
allowed
need to
back
pull them
then.
up in here. Let they will love you because that they definitely feel that way.
Yeah,
And of course, I feel like my mom was so strict. I couldn't put a hot curler in my hair. Like I was wearing plaits. Like at a like I couldn't talk to boys on the phone. Like my mom was strict to me.
oh, to
So, but
you.
let them tell
Oh,
it. They like to say we got whatever we want and stuff like that.
yeah. Well, you said that you was allowed to wear your hair a certain way, but you was a tomboy, so it
No,
didn't matter to you.
no. Well, no. I mean, I was a tomboy, but I still like to look good. I'm a Libra, so it's always a balance. You see what I'm
Oh, you a
saying?
Libra?
So
Okay, so am
I
I.
even to this
Yeah.
day, I'll go play basketball now. You see what I'm saying? So
Oh,
it's
really?
like, yeah, that's me. I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
try to figure it out with heels on. So it's still,
Oh, okay.
I just had a good balance, But I
Yes,
think that
well-rounded.
yeah, I
Mhm,
think
mhm.
that that came from my sister being so much older than the two brothers that lived in the house, even though my sister was out the house. So I
Okay.
kind of was, even though I had an older sister, I had the two older brothers. So that's probably where that come from. And they used to play basketball all day. They used to freestyle. So I actually know how to freestyle. Like it's just crazy. So maybe that's where you're always a product of your environment. So maybe
Yes,
that's why I am, or I do still have that tomboy, because I pretty much grew up really close to my older brother. He was like my best friend.
right.
Um, so yeah, I used to hop in the car. He had the old school with the beat in the trunk, and he used to let me sit in the front, and we used to freestyle. And I thought I was
Oh,
grown for a little bit. I had a cool brother, so.
oh, that's so cool. So y'all was close-knit. It was close to the family.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Oh,
for
that's a
sure.
blessing. Oh, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
So now let me go into high school a little bit. What high school did you go to?
I went to Osborne High School. It's off of Favorite Road in Marietta.
And what
In
was that
Atlanta.
experience like? I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know what? Always I never had a problem in high school. I think I just didn't like the school. And I didn't have no reason to not like the school, but I had a best friend who came from Stevenson. And I just loved her. I loved her Stevenson friends, and I just used to go to all the Stevenson games with her. And I don't know, I just, because she still went to her high school activities, and I don't know, I didn't go to my prom. I was disconnected from it. I don't know why. I just felt like, because those girls was like they was like stealing and fighting, and I just never really liked
Oh,
that. I
okay,
felt like it was
okay.
kind of corny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, yes. Well, proud of you for using that judgment, using good discernment at that time.
at a very young age.
Congratulations on that. Yes,
Uh,
congrats on that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but all right. But as far as high school go, did you blossom at that time, or you still tomboyish?
yeah.
What did you blossom into?
Always,
More girly.
yeah. I've always been girly, but I've always so they used to say I look like Maya. Like I just always had this big curly
Mm,
hair, but I was very,
mm,
very skinny. Um,
okay.
and I could dance real good, and I used to do like talent shows and stuff. I've always been interested in
Ah,
music. Um,
mm,
I love school. I like, even though I don't like math, I like math because I like a challenge. So I just naturally, just gifted at, I always had good grades. So I never I think that because like school, I never liked negative energy, even as a child.
Okay.
Like if adults was
Mhm.
beefing or arguing and stuff, I would just go
You know,
somewhere in another
distance
room.
yourself.
Like nobody
Mhm.
would say, "Oh, the child is here." I would just find a way to just get away from that. So I was always popular, but I never had a clique, if that makes sense.
That makes
I
oh
never
yeah,
was
total
part of the
sense.
clique.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So
So, so throughout that time, you mentioned that you was, into music, and so did you have any extracurricular activities? Did you was a part of any clubs or anything like that? How did
yeah,
you stimulate yourself? Because you say that you kind of was, avoiding certain energy and certain people. So how did you
yeah.
get engaged? How did you engage?
So I played basketball. Um,
Okay. Hmm.
like I said, I used to
Hmm.
play with my brothers and watch my brothers play. So I played basketball. Like I said, when I was growing up, my mom really couldn't afford like extra stuff. So like my teachers would put together and pay for me to play or
Nice.
stuff like that. And even like I've always been like the tallest kid in the class because I'm very tall. People meet me and be like, I
How
didn't
tall are
realize you
you?
were that tall. I'm 5'10", but I always got heels on. So I'm
Yeah.
always like
Oh yeah,
six
that's tall.
three,
Yeah.
six
For
four.
yeah. For a woman, yeah,
So
that's tall.
when people,
Yeah.
yeah, so when people meet me, they be like, "Oh, you don't look tall on, Instagram or your socials." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a big girl. I'm a big mama." But I've always been taller than everybody. So a part of me felt like, oh, these little kids. For some reason, I feel like, oh, look at the little babies. I don't know. Um, but in
Like I
basketball,
could
they
just step
always
on y'all. I
wanted
could
me.
just stomp on y'all. Like, y'all so smart.
Girl, let me tell you something. If my kids was like how I was, I just really thought that. First of all, I thought that nobody like really was interested in me because I was taller than
Mm.
everybody, like dating wise.
Oh,
So I never really like I had the same boyfriend in high school or whatever, but it's like
oh,
I never. I had a few like when I got older.
right.
But when I left high school, I hate to kind of take over and get out of high school, but that's when I started having fun because now it's like a real world where it's people my height, is women my height, and then that's when I really took on and enjoyed who I was. Like, oh, I love being tall, and oh, let me put on heels. Oh, I love heels. Now I'm becoming a woman. Stuff like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
So you no, that's good. You didn't go too far ahead because I'm want to go into the whole dating thing. So when did you say you started dating in high school? What was that like for you? Like you said that you didn't have as many guys that was as interested in you, but once you started to, I guess, what
Yeah.
blossom a little bit more, get into
No,
those
they was
heels,
they
and
was interested
yeah,
in me because
there
I was
was
a
okay.
cutie. I was
Yeah,
definitely a
you of
cutie.
course. Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
Let them tell it. I was like one of the top three or the girls or whatever. Um, I just didn't. My mama was strict, so it was kind of like at some point I was
Right,
like, oh, I can't. I hate sneaking. Like I love privacy, I hate secrecy, even to
right,
this day.
yes.
And I
Mhm.
just feel like I've always been a kid that was like, I really want to do this, but I know I can't, so oh well. And I just accept it, and then don't know what it feel like to miss it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, well,
But let me ask you,
and
I'm just curious that and did guys approach you? Because some guys, when they
no,
see pretty women, they see, you see you being pretty, they assume that you're stuck up. They
no.
automatically assume that you're snooty because you have, because you're pretty. So
Oh
is that
wow,
what that
no. You know what? I think that it's maybe more of a intimidation vibe.
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
And I have a very big personality, so I think it's
Mhm.
like kind of like, and then I have like a little slang mouth. I'm low key a gangster too, so I think that
Mhm.
and I'm funny, so I think when people do get around me and stuff, it ain't even snoot. Maybe it do be snoot. They just didn't tell me that,
Mm-mm.
but they really be shocked, and I'm like, huh? But
Like,
you
wow,
got to
you really are
understand.
cool. Yeah.
Well, I'm colorblind because even though, you know, like my whole family is just chocolate, girl. I wanted to be chocolate so bad growing up,
Oh.
baby. So I love everything chocolate. Like when I met you, I was like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Look at your face.
Oh.
I just want to take that's always been me. So
Oh my
I
god.
don't realize that you know how they do the stereotype, light skinned girl, curly hair. I don't think I'm light skinned. I still don't. Like right now, I don't. I really don't. Cause I'm such a nigga. I mean, I don't know if I can say N word on here. I'm more of a nigga than the niggas. So it's like,
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
the the N word, the ninjas don't have a complexion, do they? There's no shade to that, right?
Well, I'm just saying, like, even though I'm a girl and I'm very feminine, right?
Hmm.
Internally,
You have a hood side.
I am not that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're more of a hood. You're a hood when you need to be, but you because you know how to
I'm
place it
both.
though. You're right,
You know
but you
what?
know when to.
I'll say this. I'm hood. I wouldn't even say I'm hood. I think it's more like real.
Okay,
Somebody was like, "No, you're not ghetto. You're not hood. You're real." I think I'm always real, and then I'm professional when I need to be. So you can
right,
put me
exactly.
anywhere. You know, I'm
Right,
very
right.
cultured.